Hundreds of good business ideas are buried every year because people don't take action. Many people dream of starting a business, but just don't know how to get started. The good news is that you don't need experience to start a business. In fact, many successful entrepreneurs did it without any prior experience. Starting a business is a step-by-step process, and here are 6 important steps to help you take action and launch a business even if you have no experience. Let's start with step number 1, your approach. Starting a business can be one of the most exciting and rewarding experiences you can have. However, the wrong approach can ruin everything. There are 2 main ways to approach creating a business, like an architect or like an archaeologist. The architect draws plans for the building before it's built. The building follows these plans, and we know exactly what it will look like before we start building. In other words, an architect is someone who plans everything ahead of time. On the other hand, the archaeologist starts digging and gradually makes discoveries, which lead them to unexpected places. The main difference between an architect and an archaeologist is that the architect first figures out the how and then acts, while the archaeologist first acts and then figures out the how. When it comes to starting a business, especially when you lack experience, acting like archaeologists is more effective in most cases. It means starting a business before having all the answers, learning as you go, and always looking for ways to improve it. The next step is to find a good idea. What can significantly increase the likelihood of success is coming up with a good business idea. But reaching this point can be tough. There are some steps you can take to boost your creativity and make the brainstorming more efficient. First, start with the problem, not the solution. Starting with the problem allows you to explore many solutions without getting attached to anyone in particular. To understand the problem, you first need to know who your customer is. Write down everything you can about them. What is their age? What are their hobbies and interests? What do they like or dislike? Do they buy things online? What challenges are they currently facing in the pursuit of their goals? By understanding what your customers really need, you can create a product or service that truly solves their pain points. Otherwise, your solution might not meet the needs of your target audience. Getting to know your customer is not always easy, so a good strategy is to solve your own problems. Sometimes, the best business ideas are the ones staring us in the face. Make a list of challenges you encounter on a daily basis. What problems do you see that could be solved with a new product or service? Where is there a gap in the market that you can fill? For example, Waze, the popular GPS navigation app, was created by frustrated commuters who wanted to avoid traffic jams. Once you understand who your customer is and the challenges they face, it's time for ideation. This means generating as many ideas and solutions as possible and then choosing the best one. If you're finding it hard to think of new ideas, a good strategy is taking an idea that already exists and making it 10 times better. For example, making it 10 times faster, 10 times easier, 10 times cheaper, or providing a 10 times better user experience. In other words, copy your competitors but do it better. Competition is everywhere. You can take inspiration from sites like Product Hunt, Kickstarter, Shopify, and Etsy. Now, it's important not to get caught up in the ideation phase. You don't need to find the next big thing. Start small. Begin with a small idea that has the potential to grow and become profitable over time. Sometimes, it's the small ideas that can lead to the biggest breakthroughs. Take Amazon, for example. In 1994, they started by selling books, and today they sell almost anything. So, pick the best idea from your list and move on to step number 3, creating an MVP. Creating a successful product can be hard. According to CB Insights, 42% of startups fail because they make products people don't need. That's where MVP, or minimum viable product, comes in. The most common definition is the smallest thing you can make that delivers customer value. The idea is to make the simplest version of your product or service, tell people about it, and see if they are interested. One of the simplest ways to see if people want your product is to make a simple landing page. You can tell people about your new product and ask them to give their email for updates. Take Buffer, for example. It's an app for planning social media posts, which started with a super simple MVP. Before making the app, the founder Joel Gascoigne made a landing page that explained Buffer in just 3 steps. Then, he shared it on social media and asked people to sign up. The goal of this simple MVP was to see if people liked the idea of Buffer. When people started to sign up, it showed that Buffer had potential. The point is, this simple web page was enough to show that the idea was good. There was no need to actually build the app. Making an MVP helps you see if your idea is good, get quick feedback from customers, and find the right market. Next is step number 4, achieve product market fit. Product market fit, as startup coach and investor Mark Andreessen says, means being in a good market with a product that can satisfy that market. In other words, if you find something people need and create a solution they want to buy, that's product market fit. It's not just about people being interested in your product. You need to make sure there are enough people who will actually buy what your business sells. One of the best signs of product market fit is when you see organic growth due to word of mouth. Once people start acting like your salespeople by telling their friends, family, and coworkers about your product or service, it is a sign that the market is full of customers who value your product and probably will pay for it. But how do you reach product market fit? During this phase, the goal is to test your MVP with potential customers by getting feedback and then making changes based on what you learn. One way to do this is by using social media platforms like Instagram or Facebook. You can introduce yourself as a new brand and share your story and what you're trying to improve in the market. Show your product or service and ask for feedback. Ask them what they like and what they don't. What would they prefer to see instead? Stay open to feedback so you can adjust your idea to better match what your customers want and need. Another good way to find and connect with your target audience is through crowdfunding sites like Kickstarter. It has a thriving community of early adopters interested in supporting new product ideas and is very willing to provide feedback. So it makes it easy to give your idea a try and see how people react. Even if your product doesn't succeed this time, you'll still gain a group of supporters to help you improve it, even if it's just your marketing message. The next step is launching your product. By now, you should have a good idea of how people will react to your product. Before you launch, make sure to use any important feedback from customers. You might need to change some things about your MVP or consider a different group of customers. The launch phase is when you start marketing your product to the world. This includes various marketing activities such as promoting your product through email and social media platforms. The main goal is to create a buzz and get people excited and eager to buy your product. Step number 6, scale your business. Once you have a successful business with strong revenue and increasing sales, you may want to scale it. Scaling a business usually means making more money, getting more customers, and hiring more people. To grow, you can consider expanding into other locations or adding more products and services. This is it. I hope these 6 steps will help you take action. Remember, before you invest time and money into building your business, you need to validate your idea and test it.